Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chai with Gary. Chelsea nil, Manchester United nil. Chai, before we go into the game, let's start with the positives.
Yes. Look, man, I think given what was going on, I think in the grand scheme of things in the league and how the league's kind of shaping up, I think a point against Chelsea away is something that I would have taken probably start of the season, right? And considering the dramas, I think I'm happy with a point again away from home. That's the only positive I can draw. I think the league table, we're still second. I think we have probably a point above Leicester. Leicester lost, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
Other than that, well, you're really scraping the barrel if you actually have to take positives around this game, right?
Oh, man.
What do you think?
Man. Look, we got the point. We didn't lose.
Yeah.
No one got injured.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Yeah.
It was a scrappy game. I thought, honestly, look, we should have got the penalty. That penalty, Hudson-Odoi's hand was clearly up in an unnatural position.
Yeah.
And the rules state that, if your hand's there, you've got a good case for a penalty. So
Absolutely. And I think we've seen penalties given for less this season, right?
yeah, and the worst part is, I know Luke Shaw came out with a statement stating that even the referee felt that it was a penalty.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he felt compelled to not give the penalty because
some talks
some
outside
political
will-
reason. Yeah, which is it's
Absolutely
pretty damning of
bollocks when
the
you think
Premier
about it,
League.
right? Yeah, of course. And you have the
but yeah.
technology. If the technology is guiding you one way, and you're worried about what's going to be talked about
Yeah.
yourself and stuff like that, and actually having the audacity to, if what Luke Shaw says is true, having the audacity to agree and go to Maguire and say, "Yeah, I think it was a penalty," and not give it, is a bit of a, I don't know, the system's broken somewhere.
It's ridiculous, dude. I mean, you've got VAR. I think VAR has done more harm than good. Honestly,
Yeah.
ask me. I think it's just killed the game.
I think it's still
And it's given some bad results. But anyway, besides that, the penalty, putting that aside,
yeah.
we created nothing. Again, we had maybe 2 shots on goal the whole game.
I think we have 3 shots on target. I think 3 or 4 shots on
I
target.
think Rashford had 1, Bruno had 1, and then it's
Rashford's
like, we're
one was
not getting-
probably the free kick that he took, right?
the free kick. So the thing is, man, we're not doing ourselves any favor in terms of the play style. So we're not creating anything for our strikers. Greenwood, who had an absolutely amazing game, I thought the best of the bunch. Fred as well. But I think Bruno had a stinker. Really poor game. So many misplaced passes. He got really frustrated towards the end, and I think he should have been pulled out.
I think he should have been.
It was bad. But dude, it was really, really hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie. And it's been like that for the past few games. So
It's been like that for the past few games. But what's more worrying is the fact that against the top 6, we've done absolutely nothing this season, right? And Arsenal. If you take the top 6 and Arsenal, we have said, okay, swap Everton and Arsenal. I think if you put the Arsenal in there and take out Everton, we haven't done anything against
we
the big
haven't
teams.
won anything, Chai. We haven't even won one game.
No, we
Against
haven't.
top 6.
No.
I think
So
we've
look at-
lost two and we've drawn 4 or something like that.
Exactly.
So
This is exact reversal of what happened last season. I think last season we were putting in performances against the big teams, and top 6, I guess last season Solskjaer was probably almost.
we're doing the exact reverse of last season.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I wanna touch on one thing, right? In-game management.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude.
Dude, okay, just refresh my memory, right? As far as I'm concerned, or my knowledge of the game, is that you've got 3 subs
Yeah.
in any one game. Okay. We brought in Martial in the 80th minute for Greenwood, who was potentially having a really good game.
Yeah.
At that point in time, we were struggling to create anything. Van der Beek was sitting on the bench, twiddling his thumbs, and we brought in 1 sub on the 80th minute, Even Martial, when he came on, looked barely interested in playing for us. And personally, just my personal opinion, I think he's going in the summer. Like, what is going on with Solskjaer? I mean, what's his reason for not using the substitutes? You know, the irony of the whole thing is he was a super
He was a
sub
substitute
himself, right?
Yeah. There are a couple of ways that I think I want to answer this question, right? And there might be a few eyebrows raised. Solskjaer, first of all, I don't think when he picks a team, I think he picks the team to play the 90 minutes, not for the 70. He doesn't adapt to the game, right? It probably is lack of skills, I guess. Lack of skills or lack of in-game management, lack of information, a lot of different things, right? And lack of trust, basically. That's what it is. So he sets out a team to play a particular way, or whatever that way is. We don't know that yet. We've been watching 2.5 seasons of Solskjaer. We don't know what that is. But what the second point that I think is more damning than anything else is, for some reason, Solskjaer puts his job and his role at the club above anything else. The reason I say this is because he doesn't mind drawing against the top six. He'd never go for a win. Because in his head, it's okay to win, to draw a game rather than lose it, right? So there will be a lot of chatter here and there saying, okay, we're not good enough to beat XYZ team if we attack them and then we leave gaping holes in the back.
It's even more evident after the Tottenham loss for me.
Oh, of course it is. You remember, let me take you back. We watched the Leicester game together when they beat us 4-1 again in Van Gaal thing. Yeah. When they beat us, I think 5-3 or some shit like that. I can't remember the exact scoreline.
We were 3-0 up as well.
We were 3-0 up, yeah. And they beat us 5-3 or something like that. And then the next game, Van Gaal, since then, has gone so defensive that he's just said, I'm not going to concede goals. I don't care if we win or not. I'm going to play boring. So I think there's some element to that as well after the Tottenham loss, that he's gone and said, every team that I think is a threat, I'm going to put 5 at the back, in eventually 5 at the back. Not 5 at the back in terms of formation, but what I'm saying is there are 2 cantaloupes in bloody Harry Maguire and Lindelof. And you add 2 more on immobile central defense. And then you literally might as well fuse the 2 left backs. I mean, albeit this time the wing backs had a little bit.
It's like a magnet. They get drawn in, you know.
Yeah. So it's like, look, I think he's putting his job more than the team. I don't think he believes we can win against the top 6 or whatever in his head are the top 6. Literally, dude, you take our review from Man City that we drew 0-0. And then you can literally paste it. And we had the same comments. We had the same issues. We had exactly the same complaints, I guess, against how we set up and what we did. It's the same team. How did you expect a different result today? I mean,
Chai, the thing for me is that I think positions 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are so close to each other right now.
Absolutely.
Like one win or one loss in either direction could change the order of the teams. So for me, I don't look, top 4 is not certain yet. I'm telling you this, like I told you the last time. If we don't win the games that we need to win, like the likes of Crystal Palace, the likes of Burnley and all that, we could be in serious trouble this season. And
City, let me ask you this question. Forget about City, right? City is in a different league, I guess. Somehow or the other, they're putting wins together. They're putting a big gap between the first and the second. Now, let me ask you this. Top 4, is it a legitimate goal for us? If it is, the only thing that will guarantee us is a Europe Champions League spot, right? And some revenue. And probably we may attract better talent. But then, regardless of what happens, if you have a shit transfer window like we always have done, there's no real point thinking about the Champions League, right? We fight really hard to get into the top 4, and then probably out league stages we're out. So it's just for a brief appearance in the Champions League, and then we're Champions League, we got X amount of revenue increase because we were there. But apart from that, or keeping the sponsorship deals going on, I don't see any benefit of being or hoping for top 4 unless and until you have investment to be made in the summers. Look, otherwise we might as well be 6, right? We're playing in the Europa League anyway.
Dude, the thing is, for me, yes, top 4 means nothing if you crash out of the group stages like we did this season. It's there for us to I mean, obviously, we've got to generate revenue as a club now that we don't have fans, and we don't even know whether fans will be allowed into the stadiums next season. So, Champions League money is really, really important.
Yeah.
And if we want to strengthen the team, we've got to have Champions League football.
Absolutely.
You want to attract the best talent out there, the Haalands, the Sanchos, and all that. They're going to be demanding for Champions League, right?
Yeah.
And I think personally, for me, if we don't get top 4, I think Ole is gone. I think he's gone for sure. Because I think that's the bare minimum that the board have set him. Yeah. And let's face it, the board don't really care if we win or lose the Premier League. As long as we get top 4, they're happy. Right? They take out the dividends end of every financial year. Happy days. Cool. But for us as a club, the way I look at it is that if you've got X amount of budget, that's inclusive of Champions League qualification. Now, if you don't qualify for Champions League, they're going to slash the budget some more.
Yeah.
And we're going to end up in a summer like last summer where we sign like someone like a Cavani, for free, some retiree from somewhere. It's going to be, we're going to be in bigger trouble.
Absolutely, dude. I think, look, today's game is an issue when you think about how far we've slipped in terms of ambitions under Ole. It's very evident, and we've seen against City, we've seen it against Arsenal, we've seen it against Tottenham even, we've seen it against every the top teams in his opinion are, right? It's how our ambitions have fallen and what we are aspiring currently.
Yeah.
In the state of mind of Solskjaer is very evident, right? Regardless of what happens, any team in front of us, I think we should go out, set ourselves to win. I think there's an element with these big teams anyway. He's curbing the attacking potential of players, and things are not just working out. Right?
I don't think it's so much about curbing. I think he just doesn't have a plan. If players don't turn up to play, he's got no idea. And it takes him so long to process or to make a change that by the time you make a change, it's too late.
Dude,
the same thing.
Surprised that Scott McTominay played the entire.
He just came back from injury, Jai.
Exactly.
Rashford looked like he was going to die on the pitch. We are running players into the ground right now. We really are. Look, I don't know what happens. Like, if we get an injury to Bruno, then that's it, man. We might as well forget about the season.
Yeah.
Because the way I look at it, he's the only one who can do something right now with Pogba out of the team.
Yeah, you know what? I think brilliant point mentioning Pogba. I think our forms dipped so much since Pogba's gone, and it's when there was a period when Pogba was playing but Bruno wasn't there, and we had a string of bad results last season, right before the summer break. I think that's what we're going through now. So this clearly kind of highlights the need for a creative midfielder or box to box, I guess. I don't know what way you want to describe that midfielder, right? We need someone creative. Fred's not creative. Scott McTominay is not creative. You need someone else. We
need a defensive midfielder. That's quite clear. We really need a defensive midfielder, a ball-playing defensive midfielder.
Exactly. Someone like a Kante or someone would do just fine, right?
Yeah. Well, I'd like a Declan Rice. Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice.
Dude, we should have fucking signed Grealish and Declan Rice this season, and we'd have been somewhere else, right?
We've got a Grealish's, I guess, the second choice player on the list, which is Van de Beek, who's rotting on the bench now. But anyway, dude, it was a boring draw.
It was a boring draw.
We got the point. We go.
Absolutely.
We look ahead. Next is Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
On Thursday morning. Well. Yeah. What do you think? Surely we've got to get 3 points there.
Surely we should. We should do. We should
Surely.
do. We're going. We're playing away as well. And
Yeah.
Crystal Palace. You never know what side of Crystal Palace will turn up. You know what the best part of the thing is? You never know what Crystal Palace will turn up. You don't know what United will turn
United
up.
will turn
So
up.
it's just fucking volatile as fuck, right? So
Yeah.
you might as well wait and see how it goes. But my inclination is we might just nudge here, not just small victory here and there, right? But what concerns me most is what's coming up after. That's what it is.
I'm not even worried about City right now because I know exactly how we're going to be playing the game. We're going to park the bus, and we're going to try to hit City on the counter. So, for me, I think that's going to be a draw. I honestly feel right now it's going to be a draw, just based on the result today. I think that's how we're going to be playing. And for me, Crystal Palace is going to be, it's going to be crucial. We get that.
We need to, because I think Leicester's playing Burnley or something like that, and I think Leicester's pipped to get that win.
And Chelsea are playing Liverpool.
Yeah,
the weekend.
Chelsea,
yeah,
true. But what do you understand? That there's 1 point between Leicester and ours right now, right?
Yeah, I know. Look, I know. I'm not.
If Leicester wins and we draw, we're fucked. Right, we're back in third, and then slowly it's just a downward trend anyway, right?
This season, look. I'm honestly worried about top four right now. I'm not even kidding. It's not certain. We are going through a massive dip in form right now. We can't even get wins, and the Europa League is not helping. I'll tell you that.
Europa League's not helping. 100%.
So we've just got to pray and hope that the team can pull through, and see what happens.
See what happens, man. But so look, guys, thank you so much for your support. We're now at 212 subscribers, and we really appreciate every one of you clicking on that subscribe button. If you like our content, please do hit the like on the like button, and please support us further as we charge on to 250, hopefully soonish.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much again. We'll see you after the Crystal Palace game. Until then, this is Chai with Gary.